Hi, this is Paul Palmer. Today I'm talking about service. And in some ways professional services, but they really get misinterpreted. They get really thought of as things like lawyers and accountants. But for me, a professional service is somebody that's providing a service of a high standard. One where it's a high barrier to entry, where the service that you offer is something that not not everybody can do. Maybe something that you've had to train in. Maybe you've got experience already and you've been working with a number of people. Maybe you've got 10, 20, 30 years experience. I think the standard that people set is 10,000 hours to be um, an expert in something. Well, to me, professional services is more about the way that you actually behave. It's more about I'm delivering the service that you need, but I'm doing it in a professional manner. And what I find is some people don't take it seriously. And I hope you find the people that you use do, or you provide a professional service yourself. Because when people don't take it seriously, it concerns me because your client there is relying on you. They need the service, otherwise they wouldn't have come to you in the first place. They need the job doing. Otherwise, what's the point? Why would they be offering you money for doing something that they don't need? So they are relying on you. And if you don't deliver, if you don't take it seriously, if you're not professional about what you're doing, then why? Why would they use you? So from my perspective, I've been offering the similar, almost the same service, not quite the same, for the last 10 years. I started really with QP batch release, but that soon transitioned. It was supposed to be a 3-month contract. And the 3-month contract lasted 2 years because they found out what other things I could do. I was auditing on their behalf. I was hosting MHRA inspections. I was advising their clients on what they needed to do. So typically, a US client I find has limited knowledge of what's required to place a product on the market in the EU. Now, in that role, I was also involved in supply to the rest of the world. So they wanted information about that as well. And it wasn't just the US clients, it was the EU clients, it was the global resource in the global supply of medicinal products on the basis of it being manufactured specifically for set trials that were taking place around the world. And if the clients didn't understand, somebody needed to explain it to them. And I found often that was me. Even though I wasn't the project manager, because I had to have the oversight as QP, then I delivered that service as well in a professional manner, with organized, I suppose, by their project management. But they relied on me to know what was going on in the marketplace. They relied on me to understand the regulations, and they relied on me to explain and interpret for the clients. And I've done that multiple times. I've done that for my own direct clients around the world, and I've done it on behalf of my clients for their clients. And to me, that's what it is to be a professional. You provide people what they need, and when they need it, in the way that they would like it providing. I've been a subcontract consultant for consultancies who, in my opinion, on occasion have not really done what the client wants. I saw when I was working with one particular one that the client has specifically said, don't just ask us for information and regurgitate back in a report what we've already told you. So I was there advising what alternatives they could do, broadening the scope, thinking laterally, looking at how they could do it a different way, inputting that into the project, making sure that they understood the legislation and the potential approach that could be used by the client, and making sure that went in to the pot for the report. And what did they report back? Well, they reformatted what the client had told them and gave it back in a report. Exactly what they'd asked them not to do. That was my last appointment, my last time I supported that particular consultancy, that particular client. And why is that? Well, I've got my reputation to think of. But not only that, I want to deliver what the client needs. I don't want to be giving them something that just is a reformatted approach to what they already know. What's the point? In pharmaceuticals, if you're looking at how to improve your product or service, then I'm going to take the oversight first. I'm going to help you establish a baseline. Maybe it's a regulatory baseline, maybe it's quality assurance, maybe it's business process. That'll depend on the original audit as to what it is you need. Could even be cultural. Maybe the team are not working together the way that they need to. And once we've got through the first stages and we've got a plan in place, then I'll help you to implement. We'll implement it over the time period that we agree. If it's too expensive for you to do too fast, we'll take our time. If it needs to be done straight away because you're not in the market, then we'll do it straight away. I deliver what's needed. I don't have a standard support package because life's not standard. Companies are not all in the same position all at the same time every day. Okay, there's some things I can do. I can do your review and your batch release. I can do a self-inspection. I can do a supplier audit. But they'll still be to meet your requirements, not just an off-the-shelf report that I've done 10 years ago. That's what it means to me to be professional in the pharmaceutical industry. And I hope when you're dealing with pharmaceuticals, you appreciate that's the type of service that you get. Okay, that's it for me for today. It's Paul Palmer.